All right, so we're going to transition away from the economic into the cultural and community, because this is part of the economic, but it's going to show face in your neighborhood. So in particular, illegal alien. This comes from End of Wokeness. Illegal alien who gunned down 2 NYPD officers says killing cops is his culture. He's a part of the TDA gang, and we'll play this video, and then I can continue reading that after.
According to audio recordings read by prosecutors, Mata claims he was recruited to join the gang to commit robberies. But the most shocking claim, the gang has been smuggling guns into city-run shelters.
Tren Aragua members were smuggling firearms into city shelters inside food delivery packages. That way they don't have to go through the metal detector.
The NYPD is on to this gang.
We've never seen anything really like it. They're so dangerous.
Police say within the past year, there's been an increase of over 300% in robberies and grand larcenies. NYPD Chief of Detectives Joseph Kenny, who was on the 6 o'clock news earlier this week, says it started back in 2022, 2023, when the influx of migrants started arriving. He says these gang members have no respect for law enforcement.
In fact, that they were learning through intelligence debriefings that they're actually instructed to shoot police officers if confronted.
According to the NYPD, that's what happened on June 3rd when the 2 officers tried to pull Mata over for driving an unregistered scooter the wrong way.
I mean, that'll bring real estate prices down. I mean, it's happening in cities everywhere, right? Yeah. It's a cultural problem. 1, number 2, it's an immigration problem. Yeah. The people that are immigrating here do not share our same values as it relates to the legal structure, as it relates to our laws, as it relates to our Constitution. They have no buy-in to it whatsoever. Yeah. And if it's a fallacy to think that if you believe that we should help everybody that comes through our borders, and this immigration problem that we have, which is the highest in any other presidential tenure ever, then you're just ignorant. You're just foolish to think that. And then this also happens as things become more expensive, people become more impoverished, the cost of living goes up. It's the end of an era, end of an empire. Yeah.
Yeah. And, for us Americans out there who are proud of this country, and those who are unsure or whatever you are, we've had this notion for a long time of like, oh, we're just this melting pot. We always talk about, we're the melting pot. We're all immigrants. Well, the part that never gets discussed is the assimilation piece.
Correct.
In being all immigrants, that there is a cultural identity that has to sustain a nation, and any empire that has fallen has actually lost sight of its identity. If you can look at Rome, right?
Yeah, you can be proud of the culture that you came from or where you grew up, but you are also coming here hopefully for a better opportunity, which is built on the back of the Constitution, and that you would assimilate and support the Constitution.
Well, and more so the Declaration too.
Correct.
Because that's the part that really sets the precedent for a lack of tyranny, a lack of all of this oligarchical nonsense we see. All of that is particularly stamped in the Declaration and then shaped in the Constitution, And so it's like, you don't be surprised you're getting this. Basically, is the point we're trying to say is, don't be surprised you're getting this. As entrepreneurs, don't be surprised we're getting this. As American citizens, don't be surprised this is happening. Instead, you might want to take some action. The power that is given you in this republic, undergirded by the Constitution.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's really the point of this podcast, guys. Yeah. It's why we talk about this. It's why it's where the world meets business. Yeah. As entrepreneurs, it's up to us to do the things that nobody else wants to do. It's build the businesses. It's run for city and local government. It's vote. It's encourage your people to vote. It's to use your platform more than just making money. Yeah. That's a great benefit. But if you make money at the expense of sacrificing impact, then what was the point? Yeah. Right. You are left with this, and you get what you get. You don't throw a fit.
Facts. Well, I'm going to play this clip. I know you got to run, but until you can't watch anymore,